During a high school level game played under Little League rules, the following occurred. See if you know what the umpire should do in this situation.
That's interference. That's interference.
So using Little League rules, what should happen here? Originally, I was just going to leave this up to the comment section, but because these rules can get very confusing and even using the rule book, you can still miss it, I'll spell it out. That being said, if this were a high school game, this would be ruled differently, and since most of the umpires also do high school, we won't fault them for how they performed in this situation. Post the rule for high school in the comments below if you'd like. So for Little League, anytime there is a runner interference, the ball is dead immediately. There are two sections of the rule book required to arrive at this conclusion. First, Rule 7.08b. Any runner is out when he intentionally interferes with a thrown ball or hinders a player attempting to make a play on a batted ball. Note that a runner who is adjudged to have hindered a fielder who is attempting to make a play on a batted ball is out whether it was intentional or not. Then you also need Rule 2.0 on interference, paragraph E. E. On any interference, the ball is dead. So after the umpire's rule in this, the offensive coach accepts, obviously, the interference, but complains about the 2 outs. Does he have an argument? He does, as the rule is that interference by a runner is a dead ball, and you can't get a second out after a dead ball. But the umpires do have one more arrow in their quiver. Rule 7.09F. If, in the judgment of the umpire, a base runner willfully and deliberately interferes with a batted ball or a fielder in the act of fielding a batted ball with the obvious intent to break up a double play, the ball is dead, the umpire shall call the runner out for interference and also call out the batter runner because of the interference by the runner. In no event may bases be run or a runner score because of such action by a runner. Clearly, the umpires found that this was intentional interference. I'm not sure if the interference was meant to break up the double play. Sometimes kids just think that they have a right to the baseline and can simply run into a fielder if he's in the way. I can't tell you the number of spectators that think that this is the rule. He has a right to the baseline. But it is not the rule. That being said, it was, in the judgment of the umpires, intentional, so they can get the double play here. The one small and insignificant mistake was that the batter runner here should have been called out and not the runner that was going into second. It is somewhat insignificant as even declaring the wrong runner out, we still end up with 2 outs and just a runner on first. It just happens to be the wrong player. Now, like I said, post your answer to how this should be handled under high school rules, and that may help us understand why the umpires treated this play as they did.